Hey everybody, it's Mike here from the WeWrench shop and welcome to episode 18. In this episode you will watch me disassemble the intermediate cylinder head piece on the S38B36 engine. We even get into some of the engine block disassembly. Very exciting stuff, so stay tuned. With the top off of the cylinder head, we just have the intermediate piece left. That's what BMW calls it in their parts catalog. The part of the cylinder head with the exhaust ports, the intake ports, and the valves and valve springs, called the intermediate piece. I'm leaving that coolant pipe on because, like I stated in an earlier video, I stripped the screw. Well, it didn't strip, it actually broke off inside of here. And then the extractor broke off in there too. So I'm gonna leave that in and just spin that off when I get the cylinder head off. So that's how we're looking right now. Next step, pull the head bolts out and pop this bad boy off. This is what the head bolts look like. It's a 12 millimeter 12 point. So that's what I'm going to use to loosen it. What I'm doing is I don't want to just pull them out all the way. I want to loosen them in a star pattern. Some of these are tight, man. Stalling this. Holy cow. There we go. Took the extension out of the equation. I got it. There we go. What I'm doing is I don't want to just pull them out all the way. I want to loosen them in a star pattern. Some of these are tight, man. Stalling this. Holy cow. There we go. Took the extension out of the equation. I got it. There we go. So when a bolt strips like that, you could use one of these. These are called turbo sockets, and they're impact. This is from Snap-on. And basically that twisty design, you can hammer this right onto the head of the bolt and it'll get it out of there. Excellent, excellent tool. Worth its weight in gold for sure. See, what I did was I was going too fast, and that 12-point impact, it just kind of slipped off the splines, and it caused that. Impact sockets are soft. That's their whole thing. Chrome sockets are hard, impacts are soft, so they'll strip out easily if you don't watch it. See that? Beautiful. Get yourself some turbo sockets. Worth their weight in gold, baby. Those sockets have saved me many, many times out in the field. All right, this one stripped too. Beautiful. We've got the tools, we've got the talent. So that's what the head bolt for an S38B36 looks like. You can see the head, the threads, also has a washer too. all the head bolts are out. There shouldn't be anything else attaching this, so let's take the mallet to it. Well, that was easy. All right, let's pop this front timing cover off. The infamous crank bolt. Timing chain and guides look pretty good. They're held in with these circlips here. These, yep. See, that's why you always order extra circlips, because that is what happens. They go flying as soon as you undo them. They're also called Jesus clips. And sometimes, no matter how careful you are, they go flying. I'm gonna make sure I seal this bag up real good. That was another one. Another one went flying. A good practice is to like lay down a white drop cloth when you do this. Like a painter's drop cloth. That way when they go flying, you'll be able to see them. These are in pretty good shape. That's because these are newer. I changed these at 220,000 miles. The whole timing chain system got to renew at that mileage. Next thing I want to do is I want to get this tensioner out of here. This is what tensions the oil pump drivetrain. It's a pretty simple setup. It's a plastic tensioning rail, and it has this spring that kind of pushes up against this bushing here. So it's the same thing. Circlip. There we go. It's got a little wear. Interesting setup though with this spring here. I kind of like it. It's simple. Unlike modern vehicles where the timing chain drive is like this horrible serpent's nest, this was from a purer time. Let's give it a flip. It's probably gonna make one hell of a mess, but oh man, I could hear that cooling in there. I can hear it. I never liked this part of tearing down an engine. All right, let's start taking these bolts out for the oil pan. these long ones on the bell housing here. Bottom end of the engine isn't looking too bad. There's really no sludge in here. You know, for a car this mileage, it's pretty clean. This oil pump is original. There's some interesting stuff. Got a little garbage in the pickup screen. Let's see what it is. So this is not gasket material. Maybe a focus there. This is not gasket material. This is bits of timing chain tensioner. And I bet you it's from back in 2007 when I roasted all the intake valves on this thing. Getting this stuff, you know, getting this stuff into the oil pickup, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, it isn't. You know, you obviously don't want junk in there, but it just kind of goes to show you that the engine had 220,000 miles on it when I did all that, and now it has like 260. So this junk was in there. This junk was in there for 40,000 miles. You never know what you're going to find in an engine. I'm really grateful for all the support that I've received so far. Make sure you check us out on all of our social media channels, Facebook at WeWrench Official, Instagram at WeWrench Official, and TikTok at WeWrench. So you can see the amazing progress on this project. My dream car, BMW E34 M5, complete rebuild and restoration.